Good news to Chase Bank depositors. The bank has finally reopened. And joining us now from the city center is our business anchor, Joy Doreen Bira, just to give us a feel of what's happening at the bank at this hour. Joy Doreen Bira, thank you very much for joining us on KTN News Desk. Are customers already trailing into the banks?
Well, Akisa, yes, a number of customers are already trickling in here at Chase Bank, and that is after it was placed under receivership on the 7th of April this year. Now, we're seeing weeks after that the bank is now being reopened, and that is under the management of KCB Group. And earlier, we did hear the CEO, or the Chief Executive Officer, Joshua Oigara of KCB, saying that he wanted an orderly reopening here of the Chase Bank branches. Now, 62 branches across the country have reopened today. And before the bank was placed under receivership, Chase Bank had about 431 non-profit organizations, about 147,000 SACCOs, and about 27,000 SMEs who were depositing with the bank. And as it reopens, we are looking at a number of people, about over 160,000 of them having about less than 1 million shillings here at Chase Bank. That's just about 97% of the depositors here who have less than 1 million shillings on their accounts here at Chase Bank. And, you know, there's been a lot of excitement from a number of customers that we spoke to throughout the morning hours and into the afternoon. And most of them were saying that, you know, all they need is just access to their money to be sure that the money is on the account. And though some of them are not willing to take all of it out, they just want to be sure that the money is on the accounts. Now, also, check clearances are not going to be able to go through this week. So depositors have to wait until next week for them to be able to have check clearances. Now, there have been a lot of perspective that we've looked at since morning in regard to Chase Bank's reopening. We'd now like to hear the perspective of the Bunge la Mwananchi that we normally see around the city. And this time around, we are speaking to Bunge la Raia Wazalendo. And the chairman is Gabriel Mayeye, who is yet to give us the perspective of Chase Bank's reopening here. Good afternoon to you, Chairman. How are you doing?
Good afternoon to you. I'm good.
Yeah?
Yes. So my name, as you have said, Gabriel Mayeye. Mm-hmm. I'm the leader of Bunge la Raia Wazalendo, Public Citizen Assembly. We talk about the collapse of the banks in Kenya. Not only Chase Bank, but so many banks has been collapsing, and so many Kenyans have lost their money.
All right, Kenyans' money is stuck in the banks. But what perspective, because you usually have these conversations on a daily basis, and Chase Bank today has been reopened. Yes. What kind of conversation have you been having?
Now, is that we have this trend of bank collapsion. We starting from Trade Bank some years back.
Yes.
The bank collapsed. Then it was reopened, but so few people were paid. Other people were not paid up to now. The bank is no longer there.
Right.
We come to Rural Urban Bank, was here maybe before you, a long time ago.
Yes.
Rural Urban was collapsed.
Yeah.
People lost their money. Then we came with something like a pyramid scheme, whereby Kenya lost their monies. And the government promised to pay back, to arrest people, the concerned people. Nothing was happened.
Right.
According to our perception, is that people of Kenya are losing confidence in banks.
All right. Now that people are losing confidence, or that's what you say, they are losing confidence in banks. Where are people keeping their money? Where are you keeping your money right now?
Okay. Currently, we saw in papers, in dailies, somebody put around 400 million under his bed. That we will come back to all the system of keeping our money.
All right, but how do you want banks to help you gain trust in them again?
To me, it is like a syndicate. There are some people in government and in central bank also.
Yeah.
They have this one is a style of holding, of getting money from public in false way.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Chairman. And that is Gabriel Mayeye, who is the chairman of the Bunge la Raia Wazalendo. These are the citizen assemblies that you have around the CBD who have their own perspective on how they are viewing the reopening of Chase Bank. And of course, how he's talking about the fact that there's some people who have withdrawn their money and put it under the mattress. But is it safe under the mattress when it is robbed off from you? Where exactly are you going to go next? And so as Chase Bank reopens, there's a lot of questions being asked and a number of responses being given by the banking industry stakeholders. But Akisa, this is the much that we can give you for now. But remember, on Business Today, we're going to be having the bolder conversation on Chase Bank's reopening and what this means for the corporate industry or corporate governance in the industry today.
All right. Thank you very much, Joy Doreen Bira, for that. Of course, joining us from the city center.